Great hair, man.
Wow. I just turned 14, and I was Christmas shopping with my older sister, and out of the blue, she says, "Hey, you want to go see Dad?" And I was like, "Really? Are we allowed to do that?" I grew up with a father who was always going to the hospital for tests, they always said. And we never went to visit him. And he would come home. He would always have this big bag. This black bag was filled with pills. And I just assumed that's what all dads did. They always took pills all the time. They always had doctor's appointments. I just didn't know otherwise. And so we went to the hospital, and I walked in with my sister, and my father is lying on this bed with tubes in his arms and up his nose, and he couldn't talk. And I'm thinking, God, this is serious. And I see he's got a yellow legal pad that he used to always use, and he's writing notes to Mom and to the doctor because he can't talk because of the stuff in him. And I'm like, what's going on? And he writes, "Hi, Billy, looking good." And I said, "You don't." And my mom shushed me like she always did. And I took her outside. I go, "Mom, what's going on? I'm really scared. I don't expect this." And she said, "Oh, Billy, don't feel that way." That was her line, "Don't feel that way." And so I went back in, and we talked, kind of, I guess. And I looked, and I saw at one point in a previous conversation with Mom, he had written, "I love you." And at 14, I'm realizing I have never heard those words ever said to me before. And I'm like, that's never been spoken in our house before. No one's ever looked at me and said, "I love you." It was everything I could do to say, "Hey, Dad, say that to me, huh? Can you point at those 3 words maybe?" He didn't. He didn't, and he died the next day. I found out that he got cancer about 11 years earlier. And I'm kid 6 out of 7, and I'm 14, so he got it when I was real little, I guess. And he had a meeting with the family and told the older kids that I have cancer, I'm going to be going through all this treatment, I just need you guys to be prepared and be grown up about it, and blah, blah, blah. It went into remission. And I guess my mom said he was really mad that he scared the kids. So in a remission for all these years, and it came back with a vengeance. And he's like, "I'm not telling the kids anything. I don't want to scare them." So I didn't know. I just thought this is what dads did. I remember asking my mom, why don't we ever say the words? And I remember I couldn't even say it because it was like a foreign language. I didn't know how to say, "I love you." But I remember finally spitting it out and asking her. She goes, "Oh, well, of course, Billy, you know we all love you. Everyone loves each other in this family." I go, "But it's never said." And she started saying it, which was nice. I grew up, went to college, got married. And I finally learned. I remember my first girlfriend after that, I really tried to say the words, "I love you," and I couldn't. It never came out. But later on, after I got married, it came out. And when the kids started popping out, oh man, every day, "I love you, I love you, I love you." I would just pour out love every chance I got. And then I realized, this is something I should pour out everywhere. I was a computer tech, so with long hair, you have 2 choices, get in a band or IT. I took IT. So as a computer tech, I would love going to people's desks if I was the PC support guy, and I would come in, I'd lay my hands like it was a miraculous thing on their computer. I would heal them, and then they would feel all this praise and instant gratification. And all I felt was like I'm pouring love out. If I could just make your miserable life a little bit less miserable, there you go. 2001, I got diagnosed with cancer. My kids were little. I remember thinking, do I tell them? Gee, do I have a history where I can think about that? And I did. It was a scary time, like all cancers are. One nurse was saying, I don't know how you're going to keep your leg, Bill. There's no way. It's so bad. They're going to chop it off. And I remember my wife saying, whoa, is this like really bad? Like, could he die? And that wonderful nurse said, oh, everyone dies. I survived. I still have my leg. I have both of them. Thank you. My children, I still tell them that I love them. At work, I'm now on the phone. I work for a PC company that sells software to banks, so I'm always on the phone with bankers. And every phone call, I think, how much love can I pour in on this phone call? And I like what I do, and it's great to just pour the love out wherever I can. Thank you.